Now, a lot of different areas of the ocean have coral reefs, and this chapter is about another coral reef in another part of the ocean, and I thought we could look at them. Here you can see how full of life the coral reef is. Look at how many different colors do you see in this one picture? I think I see all the colors. Yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, green, white, black. And how many different living creatures do you see? I can see a big fish and some little fish. I can see some corals. There's the polyps. There's another kind of coral, and another kind of coral, and another kind of coral. Another kind. What a special place. Have you ever seen so many different kinds of living creatures in one place before? And they all help each other to live. Here is a shark. Let's see. It's a whale shark. And the whale shark swims through coral reefs sometimes. It said scientists believe that all of those white spots help the whale shark camouflage itself because they look like little bits of sunlight that are shining through onto the water. Here there's a manatee back there and some little fish, little yellow fish, living in the coral reefs. Here's another good picture. You can see the giant pink coral, and all of those white specks are fish. That's a huge school of fish. Isn't that amazing? Here it says that these are called red-tailed butterfly fish, and that they mostly eat coral polyps and little marine worms. A lot of the time it says you see them in pairs, so you'll see two of them, or you can see them in schools. That means that's what a group of fish is called, a school, with up to 25 people. Now, a tricky thing is that those spots make it hard for predators to know which way the fish is going to swim. And there, the fish are probably munching on some of those coral polyps. Here are some other colorful looking fish. And that one there is in some coral. There's an eel with its funny little eyeball and another big fish. This is a, let's see what, this is an adult ribbon eel. Why do you think they call it a ribbon eel? I think it's funny because its mouth is open, but it doesn't have any teeth. But look at how many beautiful colors it has. And there in the background is all the coral. Here's another big picture of a coral reef. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I see every color in this picture. And so many different shades of blue. Let's look at it closely. Up there you can see the shadows of lots of fish. You can see that the sun is more up here because that blue is lighter. There's a bunch of bright yellow fish and some cream coral. Another kind of coral, another kind. And that big red coral with the little polyps. Some kind of rock. It's like a tiny little coral cave. If I were a mermaid, I would live in that coral cave. Look at that beautiful coral reef. Look at this beautiful, colorful fish. Oh, and what do I see? It's a snail. This snail lives in the ocean, and it has gills instead of lungs, like fish do, to breathe underwater. This is called a humpback cleaner fish, and it's helping this other big fish by cleaning it. This is a tomato grouper. Why do you think it's called a tomato grouper? Probably because it's so red. And the cleaner shrimp climbs on the tomato grouper, and it cleans off any little bits of dirt or little water mites that are bothering it. And they work together. That's called symbiosis. This is called a long-nosed filefish. Why do you think it's called that? Usually you see two of them together, and that it likes to feed in the polyps of staghorn corals. Its yellow snout is the perfect size and shape to reach into the cup that houses the little coral animal in the big coral skeleton. So this must be the staghorn coral. Now here is the octopus, just like what Jack and Annie saw. Octopi, that's when you have more than one octopus, you call it octopi, are really special because they can change colors to camouflage, just like chameleons can. So this is the same octopus in the same place. See, there's the same coral behind it, and the same shapes and water around it. But here, it's a dark gray. And here, it's a reddish brown. Isn't that amazing? They do that to camouflage and hide from predators. Now up close, you can see the texture in its skin. There are its eyes. That, I think, helps it breathe. There are its tentacles, and there are the little suction cups on the tentacles. And there's its big head. And down here, it's the same. See the tentacles and the suckers? And when an octopus is very scared or has to get away fast, it can spray ink out of its body so that the water gets dark and cloudy and the predator can't see where it goes. What a cool animal. And that is the end of my ocean book. Thank you guys for looking at it with me. I hope you liked it as much as I did.